Vitale, Vitale Wealth Management, here with the Gradient Investments Weekly Market Update. All data is gathered as of January 6, 2025. Welcome to 2025. Let's talk about the week in review. The S&P was down 0.45% last week. NASDAQ was down 0.49%, and the Dow was down 0.59% in the first trading week of the year. Now, on the bond side, the U.S. aggregate bond index was up 0.18%. And major stock indices were mixed during last week's short holiday trading week, but broader gains on Friday helped indexes finish off their worst levels. Now, during 2024, the S&P 500 saw 57 new all-time highs and achieved the second consecutive year of 20+% returns for the first time since 1998. Now, upcoming economic releases. This Friday, we'll see non-farm payroll data, which will be released, which will give investors more clear data on the health of the labor market. And consumer sentiment data will also be released this Friday. Market looks for that. That's, of course, why the market goes up and down, buying opportunities, selling off. Market outlook, there is a market adage that says, as January goes, so goes the year. So since 1929, 71% of years have been positive for the year after a positive January, or negative for the year after a negative January. While some historical data supports this, the factors driving market movements are far more complex and interconnected. Investors should approach such patterns cautiously, recognizing the influence of broader economic, geopolitical, and market-specific dynamics. Blah blah blah. Right? There's the disclaimer. On Thursday, January 9th, 2025, stock markets will be closed to mourn the death of former President Jimmy Carter, and bond markets will be open until 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So we've seen the 10-year Treasury that we want to talk about. That's up over 4.6%. It was under 4%. So that is not good for the NASDAQ. So we're going to see, hopefully that starts to come down a little bit and that changes things. Talk about recent activity. There's no changes in the gradient investment portfolios in the last week. Some of the stocks in the news, PayPal, which is owned in the Core Select and Contrarian Choice, was upgraded to buy overweight by multiple Wall Street analysts lately. And U.S. Steel and Nippon Steel Corp., whose $14 billion merger plan was blocked by President Biden last week, sued the Biden administration on claims that blocking was largely due to political reasons, which of course, so we're going to see how that goes once President Trump gets in office. I know there's people on both sides of the aisle there who want to see that merger go through, and we'll see what that does for a lot of jobs as well. Very encouraged by what's going to happen. We've got another 11 days, 12 days into the new administration takes office. So what is that going to mean? Well, we're already starting to see what's happening. We're starting to see deregulation. We're starting to see encouragement. But it's not going to be meant, we always talk about this, we're still going to see a little bit of volatility. Why? The market wants to digest these new programs. They want to see. It's just like what happens in 2018 when the trade war. Why are we down 15%? Well, because there was tariffs imposed on China. There was trade war going on. What happened in 2019? Market skyrocketed. So we're going to see how this unfolds. Pretty positive and optimistic about the market. God willing, everything will kind of shake down. We'll see how everything goes. But if you need to get a hold of us, you know how to reach us at 855-756-5700. That's it for this week's market commentary. God bless you. We'll see you again next week.